electromagnetic radiation and microwaves. 46 MCQs with answers explained. So, test your knowledge and learn. Question number 1. What is electromagnetic radiation? The correct answer is option number B. Energy that travels in waves and can move through space. Electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy that travels as waves and, unlike sound waves, can travel through the vacuum of space because it doesn't need a physical medium. These self-propagating waves consist of oscillating electric and magnetic fields and travel at the speed of light. Question number 2. Which of the following is not an example of electromagnetic radiation? The correct answer is option number C. Earthquakes. Earthquakes create seismic waves, which are mechanical waves that require a medium to travel, like the earth crust. In contrast, electromagnetic waves such as light, radio waves, and X-ray do not need a medium and can travel through a vacuum. Question number 3. Which part of sunlight is visible to humans? The correct answer is option number C. Visible light, red to violet. Humans can see the visible light portion of sunlight, which is a narrow band of the electromagnetic spectrum with wavelengths from roughly 380 to 700 nanometers. Sunlight include visible light, red to violet, ROYGBIV, plus invisible parts, infrared, IR, felt as heat, and ultraviolet UV, high energy. Question number 4. Who first showed that electricity and magnetism are connected as one phenomena? The correct answer is option number C. James Clerk Maxwell. In 1873, James Clerk Maxwell showed that electricity and magnetism are one phenomena, electromagnetism, and that light is a form of electromagnetic radiation. He proposed the existence of the electromagnetic field, a concept that describes how electric and magnetic fields behave and interact with charges and currents. Question number 5. What did ancient Greeks notice when they rubbed umber? The correct answer is option number B. It attracts small objects. When the ancient Greeks particularly rubbed umber with fur or cloth, they noticed it could attract light objects like dust, feather, and bits of paper. The Greeks first observed static electricity with umber, calling it electron, though they didn't know the science behind it. Question number 6. What are electromagnetic waves made of? The correct answer is option number C. Electric and magnetic fields linked together. Electromagnetic waves are composed of oscillating, mutually perpendicular electric and magnetic fields that propagate through space. These waves are made up of photons, which are massless particles of energy. These fields are self-propagating and can travel through a vacuum or matter. Question number 7. How are the electric field, magnetic field, and wave direction oriented in an electromagnetic wave? The correct answer is option number C. At right angles to each other. In an electromagnetic wave, the electric field, magnetic field, and direction of propagation are all perpendicular to each other, forming a three-dimensional structure. The electric field and magnetic field oscillate in phase and are oriented at right angles to each other, while the wave travels in a direction perpendicular to both fields. Question number 8. Which statement about electric charges is true? The correct answer is option number C. Opposite charges attract, like charges repel. The fundamental rule of electric charge interaction is that like charges repel each other while unlike charges attract each other. This means that two positive charges will push away from one another, two negative charges will do the same, but a positive charge and a negative charge will be drawn to each other. Question number 9. What happens if you cut a magnet in half? The correct answer is option number C. Each piece forms a new magnet with both north and south poles. Cutting a magnet in half creates two smaller magnets, each with its own north and south pole due to the alignment of magnetic domains. Cutting the magnet disturbs the alignment, but each resulting piece will realign its domains to form its own magnetic poles. Question number 10. What creates a magnetic field around a wire? The correct answer is option number C, an electric current flowing through the wire. A magnetic field around a wire is created by the flow of electric current, which is the movement of electric charges. Moving charges in a wire creates a magnetic field whose strength depends on the current and direction follows the right hand thumb rule. Question number 11. How are electromagnetic waves like light, radio or X-rays formed? The correct answer is option number C. By changing electric and magnetic fields creating each other. Electromagnetic waves like light, radio or X-ray are formed when a changing electric field creates a magnetic field and vice versa, resulting in self-propagating waves where the electric and magnetic fields oscillate perpendicular to each other and the direction of wave travel. Question number 12. Which of these is a modern application of electromagnetism? The correct answer is option number D, all of the above. Means modern application of electromagnetism are cooking food in ovens, sending Wi-Fi or radio signals, taking X-ray images in hospitals. Electromagnetism is used in power generation, medical imaging, communication, transportation and everyday devices. These applications rely on the principle of electromagnetic induction and the properties of electromagnets and electromagnetic waves to function. Question number 13. What does wavelength measure? The correct answer is option number B, the distance between two wave peaks. Wavelength measures the spatial distance over which a wave shape repeats, essentially the length of one complete cycle of the wave. Wavelength is the distance between two successive crests or troughs in a transverse wave or compressions or rarefactions in a longitudinal wave. It is measured in meter. Question number 14. What does frequency measure? The correct answer is option number B. How many cycles pass per second? Frequency measures the number of times a repeating event occurs per unit of time, most commonly per second. Frequency is a fundamental property of periodic signals that describe how many cycles occur per second, measured in hertz. Question number 15. How is frequency related to wavelength? The correct answer is option number B, short wavelength, high frequency. Frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional. Their relationship is given by wave equation V is equal to F lambda, where V is wave speed, F is frequency and lambda is wavelength. Therefore, a wave with a high frequency will have short wavelength and a wave with low frequency will have long wavelength. Question number 16. Which of these has the highest energy? The correct answer is option number C, X-rays. X-rays have shorter wavelength and higher frequency than visible light, radio waves or microwaves, so they carry more energy. Question number 17. What everyday device creates radio waves by making electrons wiggle? The correct answer is option number B, radio antenna. A radio antenna, specifically a transmitting antenna, creates radio waves by forcing electrons to wiggle or oscillate rapidly back and forth. This movement of charged particle produces an electromagnetic field that radiates away from the antenna as a radio wave. The frequency of wiggling electrons determines the frequency of radio wave. Question number 18. Why does a uniformly moving electric charge not emit electromagnetic radiation? The correct answer is option number B. Only accelerating charges produce a changing fields. A charge must accelerate, speed up, slow down or turn to create changing electric and magnetic fields which make electromagnetic waves. Question number 19. Which type of electromagnetic wave has the longest wavelength and the lowest frequency? The correct answer is option number B, radio waves. Radio waves are at the far left of the electromagnetic spectrum. They are very long, slow waves with low energy, which is why they are useful for communication signals. Question number 20. Microwaves are mainly used for which of the following? The correct answer is option number C, heating food and radar. Microwaves can make water molecules vibrate, heating food, and they are also used in radar and satellite communications. Question number 21. Which part of the electromagnetic spectrum is directly responsible for the heat you feel from a fire even if you can't see it? The correct answer is option number B, infrared. Infrared waves are invisible to our eyes but carry heat, which is why you feel warmth from the sun or a heater. Question number 22. The only part of the electromagnetic spectrum that humans can see with their eyes is. The correct answer is option number B, visible light. Our eyes are tuned to a very small portion of the vast electromagnetic spectrum called visible light, which includes the rainbow colors from red to violet. Question number 23. Which color of visible light has the highest energy and the shortest wavelength? The correct answer is option number C, violet. Energy and wavelength are inversely related. Shorter wavelengths have higher energy. In the visible spectrum, red has the longest wavelength, means lowest energy, and violet, the shortest wavelength, means highest energy. Violet light is at the high energy end of the visible spectrum, while red is at the low energy end. The colors in order from longest wavelength to shortest wavelength are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. You are a star. Keep challenging yourself. Question number 24. Which type of electromagnetic wave can burn skin and cause cancer if there is too much exposure? The correct answer is option number B, ultraviolet. Ultraviolet means UV light from the sun can damage skin cells leading to sunburn and even cancer. Question number 25. X-rays are useful in hospitals because they can. The correct answer is option number B, see through soft tissue but not bone. X-ray pass through skin and muscle but not dense material like bone, which is why doctors use them for bone imaging. Question number 26. What is the main difference between X-rays and gamma rays? The correct answer is option number C. X-rays come from electrons, gamma rays come from nuclei. Both are high energy waves but their sources are different. X-rays are made by fast moving electrons while gamma rays come from nuclear reactions. Question number 27. Gamma rays are useful in medicine because. The correct answer is option number C. They can kill cancer cells. Carefully controlled gamma rays can target and destroy cancer cells. However, uncontrolled exposure is very harmful. Question number 28. What is the correct order of the electromagnetic spectrum from lowest to highest frequency? The correct answer is option number B. Radio waves, microwaves, infrared, visible light, ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays. The electromagnetic spectrum is the complete range of all types of electromagnetic radiation, which are forms of energy that travel in waves. The waves are organized by their frequency and wavelength. Higher frequency means shorter wavelength and more energy. Radio waves have low energy, gamma rays have high energy, and visible light is a small part of the electromagnetic spectrum. Question number 29. Which of the following is not a common use of microwaves? The correct answer is option number D. Producing electricity in power plant is not a common use of microwaves. Microwaves are used for cooking, communication and radar. They don't directly generate electricity in power plant. Question number 30. What is the frequency range of microwaves? The correct answer is option number C, 300 MHz to 300 GHz. The frequency range of microwaves typically spans from 300 MHz to 300 GHz, covering wavelengths from 1 meter to 1 millimeter. Microwaves heat food by vibrating water molecules. For this purpose, the frequency of microwave is 2.45 GHz in ovens. Their ability to focus into narrow beams make them ideal for satellite communication, wireless links and radar detection. Question number 31. Which microwave band is commonly used for GPS signals? The correct answer is option number A, L band. Microwave frequencies are subdivided into several bands widely used in electronics: L band, S band, C band, X band, Ku band, K band, Ka band. GPS uses the L band, while other bands C, S, K are used for radar, satellite TV or speed detection. Question number 32. What does radar stand for? The correct answer is option number A, radio detection and ranging. A radar system is an electronic device that transmits and receives microwaves, or in some cases radio waves. These waves, a part of the electromagnetic spectrum, travel outward at the speed of light. When these microwaves strike an object like an airplane, a car or a cloud, they are reflected back as an echo to a receiver. By measuring the echo time and frequency shift, it calculates distance, speed and direction. Used in air traffic control, weather forecasting, speed detection and ship navigation. Question number 33. How does radar determine the distance of an object? The correct answer is option number C, by timing how long a signal takes to return. Radar measures the round trip time of a microwave pulse to calculate how far away an object is. R is equal to C into T divided by 2, where R distance between radar and object, C speed of light which is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second, and T measured round trip time. The round trip time is divided by 2 because the signal has to travel to the object and back. This method, often called time of flight, is the fundamental principle behind radar's ability to measure distance or ranging. Question number 34. What is the Doppler effect? The correct answer is option number C, change in frequency due to motion. The Doppler effect is the perceived change in the frequency or wavelength of a wave as a result of the relative motion between the wave source and an observer. The classic example is a siren on a passing emergency vehicle. As the vehicle approaches, the sound waves are compressed, leading to a higher frequency and a higher pitch sound. As it moves away, the sound waves are stretched, resulting in a lower frequency and a lower pitch sound. Question number 35. How does Doppler radar measure speed? The correct answer is option number C, by measuring frequency shifts in returning microwaves. Doppler radar measures speed by using the Doppler effect, a fundamental principle of physics. This effect describes the change in frequency of a wave in relation to an observer moving relative to its source. Doppler radar detects speed by sending out radio waves and measuring how their frequency changes when they bounce off a moving target, providing highly accurate velocity data using the principles of the Doppler effect. Question number 36. Which of these is an example of active sensing? The correct answer is option number A, weather radar. Active sensing is a remote sensing technique that involves sending out a signal and then measuring the signal that returns after interacting with a target. The sensor actively provides its own source of energy. In contrast, passive sensing only detects natural energy from objects such as satellite measuring Earth's heat, telescopes observing starlight, or sensors measuring soil's natural emissions. Question number 37. What is the main reason microwaves can heat food quickly? The correct answer is option number B. They make water molecules vibrate, creating heat. Microwaves ovens heat food quickly because their microwaves cause water molecules in the food to vibrate rapidly, generating heat from within. This process happens from the inside out, heating the food more efficiently and from the inside rather than just the surface, as occur with conventional ovens and stoves. Question number 38. Who discovered that microwaves can cook food and how? The correct answer is option number B. Percy Spencer, when a candy bar melted in his pocket. In 1945, Percy Spencer, American engineer, discovered microwaves can cook food when a candy bar in his pocket melted while he worked on radar. He then successfully popped popcorn and exploded an egg using microwave energy. He realized the microwave energy heated the food and subsequently worked with Raytheon Corporation to create the first microwave oven, patenting the process in 1945. Question number 39. How were the first microwave ovens different from modern ones? The correct answer is option number C. They were very large and expensive. Early microwaves were large, expensive, and industrial, like the 1946 Radarange that weighed over 750 pounds and cost $5,000, making them unsuitable for homes. Early microwave ovens were bigger than a fridge and cost too much for normal homes. Today, they are small, cheap, and found in almost every kitchen. Question number 40. Beside cooking food at home, what is another important use of microwaves? The correct answer is option number B. Heating materials in factories. Beside cooking, microwaves are widely used in industries for heating, drying, curing, and processing materials like ceramics, plastics, composites, and food products. This use improves energy efficiency, reduces processing time, and enhances product quality by heating materials quickly and uniformly. Question number 41. What does Alma in Chile use microwaves for? The correct answer is option number B. Observing stars and galaxies in space. ALMA stands for the Atacama Large Millimeter Submillimeter Array. It is a large international radio telescope located in Chile. ALMA uses microwaves to see cold, distant space objects like gas and dust that form stars and planets. It is located high and dry in Chile to avoid water vapor blocking the signals, enabling clear views of the universe's early structures. Question number 42. Why do astronomers often use satellites or balloons to study cosmic microwaves? The correct answer is option number C. Because the Earth's atmosphere blocks or weakens many microwaves. The atmosphere absorbs and scatters many microwave signals, especially due to water vapor going above most of the atmosphere. With balloons or satellites gives a clear view. Question number 43. What did Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson accidentally discover in 1965? The correct answer is option number B, CMB, the cosmic microwave background. In 1965, Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson accidentally discovered the CMB radiation while using a horn-shaped antenna at Bell Labs. The CMB is faint microwave radiation that fills all of space. It is the cooled afterglow from the early hot universe, like a baby picture of the cosmos. Question number 44. Why was the background noise found by Pangaeas and Wilson unusual? The correct answer is option number C. It came from all directions equally. Pangaeas and Wilson detected an unexplained excess radio signal or noise coming from all directions, which was found to be the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, providing crucial evidence for the theory of the origin of the universe. If the noise came from a local source like a radio tower, it would only come from one spot. Instead, it was isotropic, the same in all directions, showing it came from the universe itself. Question number 45. What surprising fact about the universe came from studying the CMB, cosmic microwave background? The correct answer is option number B. Most of the universe is dark matter and dark energy. The CMB showed that only a small part of the universe is ordinary matter. Around 95% is dark matter and dark energy in visual forms we cannot detect directly. Question number 46. Why is the discovery of the CMB, cosmic microwave background, still important today? The correct answer is option number B. It gives clues about the very early universe. The CMB is a fossil record of the early universe. By studying it carefully, scientists can learn about the Big Bang, galaxy formation, and possibly even conditions before the Big Bang. Keep practicing MCQs, keep challenging yourself. See you in the next video.